is working. Stick phone, stick. Alrighty. Beautiful, sunny day. How's it going, everybody? Happy Tuesday! And most importantly for me, happy Transiversary. So, this is my 3 years officially living as transgender, as a transgender woman, and yeah, 3 years. 3 years today. And ironically enough, I didn't even know this. Wow. So I was looking back through the photos, and apparently today's also the day I met my my girlfriend. I didn't even know that. 3 years ago, today, I met her. That's so crazy. On the same day that I decided to stop lying and live authentically, and she saw that, I was like authentically me, and we've been together since. Holy crap, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Wow. That's the evil snacks. Welcome. So, welcome everybody. Let's get the intro going, huh? I'm Gigi Sparkle, the transgender goddess of happiness from the beautiful Southern California. And today is July 22nd. 3 years, my Transiversary 3 years ago. I said I'm going to stop lying to myself and live authentically. I was done playing boy. So like December-ish, like November of 2021, I started identifying as non-binary, as like gender fluid. So I'd go back and forth between male and female depending on how I felt that day. But then as the time went by, I found myself more and more so just doing female and not even bothering doing male anymore. And then July 22nd came and I said, you know what? I am trans and I'm not going to stop lying anymore. I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm going to stop lying. And I've been authentically living woman since then, every single day, 24/7. That's my life. And then December of 2022 was the first time I started my hormones. I started estradiol. Yeah, the hormone replacement therapy in December. So, quite wild, because again, the moment I stated that, I went out, it was ladies' night at the Phoenix in Las Vegas, and met this amazing girl. She thought I was beautiful, and I'm like, there's no way you think I'm beautiful, because you're freaking amazing. She's freaking gorgeous. And like, she's like dragged me to the dance floor. We were dancing on the dance floor, and then she's like, asked me, she's like, would you be my girlfriend? I'm like, what? No, who does that? And but sure enough, we kept talking, and I accepted to be her girlfriend. So it's pretty crazy. See, I'm trying to see if the chats are turned off, or are they still? Are the chats on? No one's chatting. Because I'm guessing that. Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. Oh. There it is. Okay, now I see you guys. Sorry, for some reason, like, the chat was not on my end, so I couldn't see what anyone was saying. So hi. Sorry. There we go. Now I can see your chats. My hair's all falling out. So I am doing good. It's hard to be okay right now, because if you guys remember yesterday, my friend is in jail, and today is the court hearing, and so like I couldn't make it to the court to see the hearing, so I don't know what's going on. I'm just waiting for. I did sign up to get the notification, so I'm waiting for everything to be like finalized and in the books, so I can get the notification of like if she's being released or did she get charged and sentenced, and she's gonna be staying in jail longer. um, so, story is she shoot, I'm I shouldn't say anything. Let's put it that way. Um, uh, Bottom line is abusive husband situation, domestic violence, and that always goes to both parties in California. So she should be fine because she really didn't do anything. Thank you for the compliment on the hair. Hi, Harry Potter. Um, I am from. Well, you missed the intro. I'm from Puerto Rico, but right now I'm in Southern California. And B, those are my gummies, you little fucker. Look at this guy. Look. He's really trying to get into the bag. He's really trying to get in. He's like, I'm gonna get those gummies. I smell them. Let me in. I'm gonna get in there. He's so cute. He's trying. He really wants those gummies. He'd be so disappointed once he gets on top and you can't like, get any actual sugar off of it. So now he's drinking my Coke. You gotta love nature. He's so tiny. He's a really small one. I'm used to them being a little bit larger than this one. He's so tiny. Now he's getting some Coke now, guys, because there's some spilt Coke in the bottom. He's really getting in there. Alright, I'll get back over here. Love you, Harry Potter. Thank you for the compliment. Love you too. We got Odessa. I do not know anything about any mind control chips. Those are illegal in like almost every country. Elon Musk is playing with it. And that's all I know. Elon Musk is dabbling in it, and he controls the he can control the pig with his little mind control headset. I did not hear you because you are not on audio, Ruger. You're just on text. So if you want to ask, like, did I see what you texted or what you typed? I did not see it because there's nothing that you typed. Do you hear me is the first thing that you wrote. So hello, thank you. So everybody, hi. I'm Gigi Sparkle, the transgender goddess of happiness, and I'm extra happy today because it's my Transiversary. I've been transition. So I started off as social transitioning. So just clothing and hair. I actually got my first job working at Caesar's Palace in the Nectar Bath Treats, and I still have the dead name, but the company was really nice because they accepted me as who I am. They put my name, my chosen name on the name tag, and everybody only saw me as she. Like no one had a problem. Like not a single person in the company ever had a problem with me, and none of the guests, like the shoppers, the people coming in, none of them had a problem with me. The only one that was like the closest to having issues was at the Resorts World, the Hilton one. That was the only one that like came close to having any kinds of problems. Just because there's more people who just looked at you a little funny, but that was it mostly. Like hands down, realistically, I had zero problems with anything in my life in my transition. And so that those Nectar Bath Treats. They are based out of Las Vegas, and they were my first job that I had during my transition. I started working for them, I believe it was in August. So I started my transition in November, but as non-binary, and then, but then my actual transition date is today when I officially did 24/7 as I accepted myself as a transgender woman. No, I don't know anything about that considering that I was a U.S. soldier in that area in 2011, so I don't know what you're talking about, honestly. That would be false and fake news. 100% false and 100% fake news. And then, let's see. So where am I at? So then you have the nectar. Gosh, I wanted to talk about something, but like I really haven't had much problems until like I started actually like the hormone treatment. So everything takes patience. The breast growth like didn't start actually doing much budding. Like let's see, so budding starting like say like 3 months for myself, and then actual showing like actual change in progress I'd say was around after the first year. And then 2 years for sure. That's when I had like the full-on A cup was 2 years, and then now 3 years in, I am a B cup. So yeah, when people say like you can't actually go past A cup or you'll never get Tanner stage 5 breasts, that's false. 100% false. I have not done surgery. I'm not doing surgeries for the breast augmentation. I am keeping it all natural. And like right now, I'm a B cup, and I am at Tanner stage 5. So, yeah. So that's all false, what they say. So it does go back and forth between 4 and 5, because right now they're back in the 4 because they're growing. So that's that expansion stage. It's right there, Gigi Sparkle. How you doing? We got a Jean. Yeah, hello, Jean. Yeah, it should say my name at the top, like Gigi Sparkle, right, or on the bottom, something like that. I believe like the chat for these things show the host's name. I thought it did. Ow. So yes, I am Gigi Sparkle, the transgender goddess of happiness. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. So someone's message got blocked. I do apologize. My moderator's not here, so I do not bother with the blocked messages. Hi, Ayla. Well, I do apologize. It does say Jean in your little bubble there. Your name bubble says Jean. So Ayla, that's gonna be hard to remember. Yeah, your name bubble says differently, so it's gonna be hard to remember that it's Ayla and not Jean. Cool. There we go. Now my hair's getting wild, extra puffy. I'll put it back in a ponytail. So the only like really ups and downs that I've had for myself, I've had no issues traveling. My first time traveling after I had my female identification on my ID, I did get stopped at TSA, and then I realized that I'm probably always going to be stopped at TSA, which was the case. I ended up always getting stopped at TSA. Because they're just double checking, and they look at me and they look at the monitor and they're like, oh, okay, it makes sense, and then I'm free to go. And like, it literally doesn't take that long. It's like 1 minute. Like, if they pull me aside, they look at it 1 minute later, they're like, okay, you're clear. Oh, well, thank you. And it's every time, so I've gotten used to it. Once in a while they'll do the pat down and they'll ask me like, you like to be pat down by, a man or a woman? I'm like, there's no difference, I don't care. And then they'll just do like the backhanded pats because they're feeling because if the bra has the underwire, they want to see that there's no weapons. So they're just checking for any weapons. And since I have 2 hot spots, it throws a red flag up. I don't want you. It's mine. All right. The bee really wants my gummies. Jean, my favorite idol's name. I'm from BTS. Okay, right on. Right on, right on. Thanks so much for the compliment, Morgan. Appreciate you. Thank you, Morgan. Yeah, right. So I've always liked pink growing up, but I couldn't say I liked pink growing up. So I said I liked red a lot, and I generally don't like red, realistically. So growing up, I had a lot of red things, and I really disliked it so much, so much. Um, and then, so I do like, yeah, I do like, but when I started my transition, I had got this pink dress, and it's like this magenta hot pink dress, and everyone would compliment me with that dress, and like I've been obsessed with that dress. I wear it way too much. Hi, Missy. Oh, welcome back, Nitro. Or no intro needed. um, see, I don't remember. No intro was Ray. Welcome back, Ray. So the hardest part, like realistically, the biggest issue with my transition has been the times where I haven't been able to buy my estrogen or my HRT medications. Um, so, like right now, I have to go to Vegas to pick up my prescriptions because my prescription's outside of my insurance is outside of it's in Las Vegas, and so I can't fill my prescriptions here unless I'm going to pay for them, and so I have to go to Vegas to get the discounted price or for free, and I so I ran out of my progesterone 2 weeks ago, ran out of my spironolactone yesterday. That was my last day. I finished my last pill, and my estrogen I've been out of for 4 weeks. Running out of estrogen is okay-ish. Um, Usually I'm fine as long as I have my spironolactone or my progesterone. Um, but when they're all gone, it causes huge, huge, huge problems. Um, this is the first time I've had like where I don't have all three, and already there's a huge problem, and it's painful and it's irritating, and so that's the horrors of it. Like if you run out, don't run out. It hurts so much right now. Like I can't like sit right, and like it's so swollen. Like so, before I had a fairly decent sized one, and then after I started my estrogen, it like shrunk like half the size, and now it's swelling to like way bigger than before. It's I'm not happy at all. I'm like, Mom, can I go to Mexico and get the surgery done? I'm like, I'm ready to go now. Hi, Victor. We're at Southern California, beautiful Southern California. Right, pink's much better than red. um, but it's so crazy because, like, yeah. So I would say, yeah, I didn't listen to BTS. I'm not a BTS fan. I do love Blackpink. I like Momoland. I like Twice. I like Tix. I like TX2, but that's not K-pop. But yeah, I'm not a BTS. I love Monster X. I like what was that one? Miss what was that one? Miss Tuya, Miss Taya. Oh, I can't think of it, the pronunciation, but I don't like BTS. So there, I don't know if there is anything for the pain. I really don't. I tried Tylenol, did not work. Um, Cause I don't know because I don't know if there's anything that's going to stop the blood flow and the swelling and to stop testosterone. You know, the problem is the testosterone. My testosterone levels are starting to go up while my estrogen's coming down, and so it's getting all the Russian testosterone is mostly going there to, you know, create sperm and to for the you know what, because I don't have any sperm, and so now like those are swelling, because they're starting to function, and it hurts. so like, so they're hurting and they're swelling, and it's hurting, and it's like literally like it's this thick right now. It's so freaking puffy. It's like just puffed out. It's like so big. It's like I said, it's literally this big right now. It's like literally so puffy and swollen. Oh, it's not pleasant at all. So I'm like, and so right now I'm also feeling it like, okay, so this is how this feels. I gotta remember that after the surgery, it's gonna be this times 20, times 100. Like it's gonna be more painful. Um, so I just gotta get used to this feeling. So after the surgery's done, I'm already kind of familiar with the feeling. I'm like, okay, I've been through this before. We're okay. I can do this. I can handle it. Um, so I'm looking at it as like a prepping, feel, getting ready for, because yeah, the surgery's gonna hurt a lot more, and so I gotta get through this. I'm already transitioned. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that question. I'm already transitioned. Watch, I'm gonna open it up and the bee's gonna come back. I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop. So, with transitioning, there are stages. So, ideally for the youth, for kids, they'll have them do social transitioning. So, social transitioning is, wearing the clothes that fits your gender identification, wearing, and wearing, and possibly doing like haircuts or whatever. Those are that's the social transition, and then you got the HRT, the hormone replacement therapy, part of the transition. And so for teens, for youth, that starts as teenagers. So ideally, that starts at age 13, 14, and they'll start taking the hormones for um, a lot of time. So, and then at age 18 or 20, 21, they'll be able to do any type of surgeries that they might want to do. Um, and then so for me, like, yeah, I did the exact same process. I started off with social transition with the clothing, and then I got the hormone replacement therapy. And then next step for me, not for everybody, there's plenty of trans women who do not get surgery. Most of them will just get the breasts done. Some of them don't even do the hormone replacement therapy. They just go get breast augmentation and they're done with their transition. And that's all they want. Um, but for me, I will do the vaginoplasty. And so that is the surgery down lower, and where they invert and move things around a bit um, to function as a vagina does. So yeah, we'll just move things around. So somebody sent a message. Whatever the message is, it is blocked. I do apologize. I don't know what it says. Um, and then for me, like I might do like the facial reconstruction. I know I'm gonna do the nose job. I might do a facial reconstruction along with that. I'm not like I don't really need it, uh, but I might still do it. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do the consultation to see what what the look will be like what the changes would be, and then if it looks like something that I'm comfortable with, then I'll do it. So I'll do the consultation. I might not follow through with the whole surgery, but the vaginoplasty I will do. And then that was planned for September, and so that might be up in the air. We might not do it this year at all because, again, my friend's in jail right now, and so um, yeah, um, she might get out tomorrow if the DA just lets the case go because she's a first-time offender and it was self-defense. So against her abusive ex-husband. So hopefully it gets let go and she gets out tomorrow. If not, she might be in for anywhere from 3 months to a year, and which means I won't be able to go to Mexico to get my surgery done for a while. I can go by myself, I guess. I really don't have to go with her. I can go alone. I can go alone. It just kind of sucks though. Like, I'm gonna miss her. Like, I won't have anyone to really talk to. Like, be able to go talk to her uh, once a week or whatever. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna totally miss her. She better get out tomorrow. One, she better get out. Two, I'm gonna slap the bitch because I told her not to do what she did. So I'm gonna slap the bitch. I told her not to do it. No, it's broken. See, it's crooked right here. It's crooked. You can see it better when I do more makeup, but it is very crooked because it has it's like, and it's getting worse over time. There's a split here too, and it's getting worse and growing more. So I definitely have to get it all just like reshaped and rebuilt and redone. And I can't breathe on this side. This side gets clogged up really easily and gets hard to breathe, especially when it gets colder. Um, and I can only breathe on one side. So it's a problem. No, that's the other thing. I told you you're gonna need somebody there because I have to go to Mexico. The nice thing about Mexico is that they don't just kick you out like here in the U.S. They actually like house you in a nice little like um, healing center for like a week or two, depending like on the healing process. They'll keep you for like anywhere from like a week to a month. They'll probably keep you even longer because you pay for it all up front anyway, so it's all paid for. Um, so it's like, yeah, it's totally awesome. Like, I wasn't going to go to Mexico originally. I was going to get it here in the U.S. But I'm like, so it's 80 to 100,000 here in California, and it's 100,000 in Nevada, or I can pay 10,000 in Mexico. Bet I'm going to Mexico, and I get better support and like better surgeons and like, yeah, no, Mexico's way better. So I'm going down to Mexico for it. But yeah, no, I definitely want to go with somebody. I don't want to go alone. That's for dang sure. Um, but I also have a bunch of other like sisters who would come with me. They'll come too, so it's not a big deal, I guess. You know. I don't know what you're saying, pre-slay. Is that Garcia? I don't know what that means. Like, yeah, and you don't have to yell. Yes, medical's way better. Well, California does a great job. It's just, yeah, but just overall, Mexico does a better job in the medical field and medical industry altogether, which is surprising. Like, I would not have thought of that. I had no clue, but there's one facility that my friend went to, and she's been going down there. Like, she went there for her breast augmentation, and she went down there for her BBL, and like both of them look amazing. So I was like, wow. And she only paid like $2,000 for like the BBL, and like $3,000 for the breast augmentation. I was like, dude, that's freaking awesome. And she went down there. She was down for a week. She went over. They had her stay in the room overnight, and the next day she was ready to go. It was totally freaking cool, super fast. I was like, dang. And then she got to pretty much enjoy Mexico for the week too, because she was there with family. I don't have family in Mexico, and I don't speak Spanish, so I need a friend. I need a Mexican Spanish-speaking friend to come with me. And then I didn't bring my watch. I should bring my watch because I get text messages from the courthouse on her progress. So it'll tell me if she, like, where she's at. If she gets moved to another like facility, I'll get a message. I'll get a notification. so I can track her. Oh. Ew. So yeah, so back to the problems. Like, so ultimately, throughout the whole time during my transition, this right now is the hardest part of it, is running low on your medications. Once you start, and then your body. So so the plus side is, technically right now, like, I'm not getting too much of a surge of testosterone because your body does level off, and I'm at a point where I still you reach a point where you don't need to keep taking estrogen because your body just stays level where it needs to be. Like, it gets used to it and it levels off. So technically, I am 2.5 years on HRT. So like technically, I'm really close to where like I could stop taking medication and it'll be fine. Um, as I've known plenty of girls who like don't take medication anymore, and like that's kind of like our trick of the trade of helping younger trans women who can't afford medication, is that we continue to get ours, and then but we're not taking them, and so when a new T girl needs help, we just give her ours to support our community. That's the trick. Shh, don't tell the doctors. But that's literally what we do. I got mine when I first started from one of my friends. She wasn't taking it anymore, and she gave me her pills, and I started using the pills. And then when I started getting it through the doctor, that's when I started doing the vial of the injection shots. But originally I was doing the pills because I just got them from my friend. So, you got Neil in the house. Hi, Neil. Welcome, love. Oh, jeez, excuse me. I'm so twisted. So the hardest part is that, like I said, I had the TSA thing, but which is kind of normal anyways. That's not a big deal. But yeah, just being checked for weapons, and they stop you to double check the hot spots. Not a big deal. Um, what else? Outside of that, like, that's the only problems I've had. Like I said, I've had zero issues. Um, no problems with work. Like I said, my first job was with Nectar Batteries. After that, I worked at Batteries Plus. Batteries Plus, they loved me there. And Batteries Plus is an extremely red company. And it's so funny. We had this one woman come in, and she's like talking to me and like just bragging about the Cobblestone Company, on how like they don't fund LGBTQ organizations. They don't donate money to them. They donate to Republican, you know, thingamajiggies, whatever. And that's hilarious. And she's telling me this stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, she doesn't know. I'm like, this is hilarious. And everyone else is like telling me, oh no, you're not gonna like this woman. She's so horrible. She's hard to deal with. And I'm like, and like, it wasn't hard for me to deal with because like I'm such a friendly, just positive person. Like, I just talked to her like a regular human being and helped her out. Like, we had no problems. And like I said, she loved me. She freaking loved me. And I honestly don't think she ever knew. She would literally come to the store looking for me, and like just to say hi, and like buy her batteries from me, and like, and then we talk, and she tell me more stuff about the Cobblestone Company and like who they donated money to this time. I was like, oh my gosh. And then one time, like, we had the owner of the company come in, and I was like, oh crap, I wonder what he's gonna say. And he pulled me aside, and he's like, hey, how are things going here for you? Like, do you feel like comfortable? Are you happy? I'm like, I don't know, I'm great. Like, I love it here. It's awesome. He's like, oh, cool, because I want to be sure, like, that you're okay and like happy and not being mistreated, or no one's like treating you poorly. I was like, no, I'm good. And so like that really blew my mind, because hearing the stories from one of the customers, and so having Mr. Big Red from Texas come in to check on the stores, and pull me aside and ask me how my experience is and if I'm doing okay. He wants to be sure that I'm taken care of and not mistreated. I was like, holy shit. I'm all, okay, now this is a cool company. I did, okay. I'm happy here. I'm happy here. Only reason why I'm not working with them now is because the store I was working at closed and they wanted me to work at a different location. I was like, it's just too much of a drive on my motorcycle. I didn't want to do it on the motorcycle because the tires were going bad. And so when I was driving in the rain, the tires would really slip on the freeway. And so like, it just became too scary to go to work. So I was like, I just got to quit. Like, then I started working at the bars. And that's when I went back to cooking. But yeah, Batteries Plus, great company. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I will always give them a thumbs up for human relations. Totally great. Um, that's what I mean. Like I've never had any problems with my transition at all. Whenever I'm in other states, I'll get families or like parents or people come up to me and say thank you, and I'm like, for what? And they're like, just for being you. They're like, thank you. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't do anything. But yeah, they're like, it's, yeah, I've never had problems. Someone, your message got blocked. I don't know who you are. Yeah, somebody just sent a message and they're totally got blocked. I got Dark Darm. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? It's quiet today. The chat's kind of quiet and the viewership's a little low. Interesting. Where's everybody at? It's Tasting Tuesday. Or Tasting Skittles. But, ooh. I changed my mind. So this was my Transiversary.